today we're getting advice for this couple that wrote in. They have a 23-year-old son who's been renting out this, I guess, spare mobile home they have for like $300 a month. They set the rent super cheap, so then that way he has enough time to be able to put some money aside, put a down payment on a home, and be able to move out. Well, this couple just found out that their 23-year-old son is going to be going on a week-long vacation with his girlfriend to Hawaii, which is going to cost like $3,000. It's going to get rid of a bunch of his savings that he has. And this guy is upset because he's like, look, we set the rent at $300 a month for a reason, so you can save up money to move out, not to go on a vacation to Hawaii. But his wife feels a bit different. She thinks, well, he deserves to be able to go out and enjoy himself. So what would you do if you're in this couple's shoes? Because it sounds like he's kind of taking advantage of the situation and he's going on vacation using that money for something else. But then again, he is 23 years old. He should be able to do what he wants with his money. So what do you think?
I would just tell him to keep his money and look for a place of his own. You have the money to go on a very expensive vacation. You have money to go buy yourself an apartment.
And maybe, would you suggest maybe a different vacation to him at this point? I mean, I don't know how far out it's going to be when they take the vacation. I don't know if it's refundable or anything right now. But, I mean, what would you suggest is a good, cheaper vacation that you could do?
Travel to your local ocean. Pitch a tent in the woods and call it a day.
Jennifer and Cohoes, what do you think?
You know, he may have purposely put extra money aside for the vacation, not necessarily blowing all his money. He may have been planning for doing both, but if he's truly just blowing it, then I would definitely be angry and say something.
I mean, do you have a conversation? Do you talk about maybe upping his rent?
Upping his rent definitely may be a good idea because $300 for a full mobile home is extremely reasonable, especially this day and age. So, but like I said, if he's being responsible and he worked extra, you know, let him live and experience that. Tomorrow's not guaranteed.
Danielle in Rotterdam, what would you do?
If it was my kid, I see where the mom is coming from, but like on the other side of it, I would be like, if you can afford this trip, then don't come back to this house when you get back because you can obviously afford a place of your own, so why are you still here?
Yeah, and if you want to take a trip, there's cheaper places to go than Hawaii. I mean, you can still get something that's nice. You can still enjoy the beaches. It just seems like a lot of money to be spending when you're trying to save up.
Right, that would just be so much cheaper, and you would save so much money by doing something local.
So based on what you've heard so far, what do you think? Let us know down in the comments, and here are some more of your thoughts.
I understand that they might be upset, but, you can't tell me that they don't go on vacation.
But they're doing something nice out of the generosity of their heart, putting the rent so cheap. So what should you do? Should you up the rent? And if you do up the rent, how do you bring that up?
I would just be like, hey, we're going to up your rent. I understand, we're trying to help you out, but at the same time, you're spending on vacation. I understand, everybody wants to go on vacation and hang out and, live life, and you're still so young, but at the same time, you got to get a little bit more responsible.
Paul in Albany, what would you do?
Up the rent, take that money and put it off to the side. At some point in time, say, here, now go get your own place.
Yeah.
I did it with my children when they were, a little bit younger than that, but, we handed it to them and said, here, now you have your first and last and your down payment for your own place.
Colby in Petersburg, what do you think?
I know my mom she would be absolutely livid. She would tell me that I couldn't go, that I'm wasting my money. But, at the same time, you're young, you want to travel the world, and if you're not using the mobile home, the parents are making money off of it. So I wouldn't see the issue,
So what would you do if you were this couple? Would you get involved? Would you change the rent price? Would you have a talk with your son? Or is it totally okay for him to do this because he's 23 years old? Let us know what you think down in the comments. And if you haven't liked this video yet, give it a little like down there. It only takes 1 second. Super helps out the YouTube algorithm. If you've been liking these videos, make sure you hit subscribe. We got new videos almost every single day of the week. And right now, if you got a little bit of time, check out a couple more videos up on the screen.